Hey everyone, J-Rod Plays here, and today I'm just trying to put together a quick video for you guys that are still trying to do the Sundered Doctrine contest mode that's available for the 24 hours. That's makeup contest mode. I didn't participate in the first one because I happened to be busy that weekend, and I wasn't going to be able to devote a full day to go into contest mode, so I just kind of watched here and there. But now that I have a second chance, I went in there and I made sure that I was going to be able to clear it. I set aside enough time, and I put a little bit of research in to figure out the best strategies to get through some of the harder encounters, specifically encounters 2 and 3. In this case, I'm going to be talking about the second encounter, the Zoetic Lockset, and I'm going to be going over 4 parts to have an easy strategy to get it done with LFGs. And just about any team can do it as long as you have the right weapons, of course, and you are willing to do things a little differently than what most people are doing with the guides. As long as you have an open mind and you're ready with the weapons, and obviously you have enough light in order to get in there, but it's a low threshold. You should be able to get this done pretty fast as long as you follow the steps. And even if it takes you a little while, don't stress. All you got to do is put together 2 or 3 good runs as far as doing the lock set and getting to the back, because a lot of the things in this strategy that normally bring down teams, namely having to deal with the ads in the middle of the DPS phase, actually having to kill them, and then getting killed because you're in a position where you're taking damage from a bunch of different directions, those things are going to be removed with this strat. This strat's going to allow a good team that's made up properly to just sit and damage the boss, and you can really bake the boss. I think we got him down below half on our first phase whenever we actually killed the boss, and then we did a couple more tricks to make sure that we took even more risk away from this with the strategy. So let's get into it. The first thing is going to be your party makeup. You want to make sure that you have at least 1 warlock. They can either be a cenotaph warlock if you're having trouble with ammo, or if you do it our way, you won't even need a cenotaph warlock. Preferably you'd have a speaker sight warlock for the heals, because you're going to need heals for where you're standing to damage the boss, especially when your well runs out if you only have 1 warlock and your well runs out. The other option is going to be running 2 titans, which is what we ended up with, which worked out because that did the additional damage. If you have another warlock, you can even have that warlock run chaos reach. Chaos reach can actually hit multiple bosses at the same time, multiple shriekers at the same time, giving you pretty good damage. We had a warlock with us for a while until he got error coded out and couldn't play anymore. He was doing about 4 mil in that first phase, so it's really strong. Having a chaos reach, a titan with their bull charge setup, and then you're going to have a warlock with heals. Now the next thing you want to look at is where to stand for damage. So you're going to do your lock set and you're going to get through like normal. For the most part, you're going to do kill, stop, stop, stop. We also had an option where we did all stops and then kill, and then there were times where we just focused on specifically what they said. And when we focused on specifically what they said first, that made the biggest difference. So we're looking at the wheels from the left: 1, middle left is 2, middle right is 3, and far right is 4. That's kind of how we call them out. I know some people call them left, left, mid, mid, and right. It's just easier to give them numbers so everybody knows what they're talking about. And everything is in numbers. You know, how many times you have to dunk away from where it's spinning and such. So this assumes, obviously, the guide assumes that you know the mechanics. This is not specifically to go into the full mechanics of the fight, just how to strategize to make sure that you're doing the most damage as you can and you're removing the most risk of death so that you can just slog through this and get over to the final boss, which is the real encounter in this case. The damage position that we'll be using, if you look at the 4 shriekers, there's 2 little sections that are kind of grooved out, and I'll point to them here with arrows. You can see there's 2 safe spaces, and from these safe spaces you can kind of tuck a team into the corners, and you won't take damage from just but 1 shrieker, and that should be enough when you have a rift or a well to resist that, especially if you're standing in a barricade as your titan and you're getting heals from your bolt charge procs. Those things are going to keep you alive, and warlocks can take advantage of that too if you have some specific setup as well and you have the right mods, specifically if you have the healing mod, the champion mod. That when you stun the champion, you get the benefit of the bolt charge, and then from there, when the bolt charge goes off, it will actually heal you. As long as you're using that mod, you can take part in this too, standing behind the rally barricade with the bolt charge setup. So once you know you've got your setup, you've got your either 2 titans or titan warlock, 2 warlocks and a titan, however you want to set it up. Or you could even throw a hunter in there, but the hunters aren't super useful. So if you do have a warlock or a titan, I recommend bringing these because they just happen to be better at this encounter. Now, once you got that all set up and you're there in the corner, you're going to drop your well when damage starts, and you're just going to go ham with anarchy. So weapons are a big deal. A lot of the weapons are bugged as far as the boss is not going to take any precision damage. It shows precision numbers, but the damage doesn't increase appropriately. So what you want to try to do is use weapons that are going to be really body shot weapons. So Anarchy does great because it doesn't matter if it's precision or not. And I was actually swapping out with Mountaintop. So I would do my Anarchy. I would shoot 2 on the one closest to me, 2 on the bottom of the one farthest to me that I can hit. And then I was swapping to Mountaintop to do just fill damage. You can get 2 to 4 shots in before you need to do Anarchy as well. And once you guys get this down really well too, you'll be able to not only tag on the first two shots on the first boss, 2 shots on the second boss, you can peek out to the other 2 and you can put 2 shots in your 6-shot clip in a third Shrieker to help really crank the damage. And so that's going to be how you're going to do it. You're going to do your lock set like normal. You're going to go into the kill phase. Everybody's going to go tuck into that corner. You're going to drop your well. You're going to hit your Anarchies. And then you're going to do fill with Mountaintop, because Mountaintop is just going to do regular body shot damage, and it does a lot. I had a Vorpal roll. You can have different rolls, but the Vorpal roll to me was the easiest because there was nothing to set up. You don't have to set up recombination or anything like that. You just straight hammer on the boss, and it gives you that additional bonus damage to the boss. So that was the setup that I used. My other teammates had similar setups. I was using a Nullify for my primary weapon if I wasn't doing the Cenotaph. And the reason why I used the Nullify is because it had Demolitionist on it, and it's very similar to the BXR roll where you have the Demolitionist and you have the Incandescent, so you can use like an old BXR Demolitionist Incandescent. I just like the Nullify because it hits a little harder. I was using that to take down the Grim, to take down any of the Strand guys on the ground, the Adepts, and any of the ads that spawned that were threatening. So like, for example, the Wizards can be pretty much killed in a good clip if you hit all your shots, and it's solar, so it's going to break their shields. They don't really stun very easy, so you're going to want to make sure you take them down quickly. The wizards can pile up and become a problem. And even when you're in the safe spot where we are, you'll notice during the DPS phase, I turn to the right and I look to see if there's any ads piling up, and I just drop a quick incinerator snap. You can throw a pulse grenade if you're a Titan, just something to get those ads from standing right next to you and pulling you. The little depths can pull you, and you want to make sure that that doesn't happen, because then you can end up getting killed right next to your DPS. And if somebody comes out to try to get you and they get killed, that kills your run, which is not a big deal. This is going to be fast runs because we're not spending a whole lot of time messing with the lock set. The way that the lock set setup works is we prioritized anything with hive on it first. So if it had a hive and it was coming up next, we said, let me just dump a knowledge into this to get it off of hive onto something that's less threatening, and then we'll come back to it. And then we went like normal and we said, okay, there's no more hives. Let's go ahead and go stop from the right, stop, 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 and then our kill, right? Once we did that, we all went into the corner and we set up like I discussed with the DPS phase, and you could see in the background how we were doing the DPS. And after the DPS phase is over, that's kind of the crucial part as far as if you're going to live or die. Even if you get like a good, like we got like a good 60-70% bake on this boss, and we still wiped a couple times because we were trying to fight out of that little corner. We were trying to kill a bunch of ads and get out of that little corner so that we could go grab more ammo so we can be ready for the next damage phase. And then I want to give Lumi a shout out on our team. You'll see him in the footage. He was just showing up to help people. He was just going around. He'd already done the contest mode, going around helping teams. He was really cool, and he was able to help us with our strategy. And he was kind of curious to see how it was going to work too, because he hadn't done it before like that. And he made a call out like, hey, well, why don't we just take advantage of the Lemon Arc situation with the bolt charge, and like a Titan would do, but also as the Warlock, I swapped to Lemon Arc as well. So what we ended up doing was, instead of running out to get ammo, we only had one person go out to go back and rebank the remaining knowledge to get a kill started again for another DPS phase. The other 2 people stayed back and covered that side, covered the person on the left side from that little cubby. And then from there, once that person was covered, then what we did is we all grouped back up waiting for the lock set progression, and we swapped everybody to Le Monarch. I stayed on my heal class, and I was actually switching to the Cenotaph class, and we were dying sometimes because I didn't have heals up because of that. And that's how we were able to make the change, is not even leaving the cubby. One person goes, starts the next kill phase. Don't worry about what's out there, just clear the right side. And then once you clear that right side, you're going to have that person, whoever designated is, to go out. I protected that person by throwing out a healing turret. They ended up dunking for the kill. And then from there, once they have the kill set up, don't worry about what's spawning on the other 3. Just get back into position, pull out your Lemon Arcs, and then you're going to do the Lemon Arc strategy, where you're going to dot everything up with the Lemon Arc. You're going to shoot all 4 of them if you can. So shoot the 2 in front of you, peek out, shoot the other 2, and then again shoot the 2 in front of you. And that's where the healing turrets are going to come in key, because while you're in the well, if you're peeking out, sometimes you're going to take damage from wizards and things that are in the center lane. And if you don't want to stop and kill them, then you're going to still want to drop a healing turret on top of having the well, so that way the heals come in quick enough to tank some of that damage. You can always have somebody turn while they're using the bolt charge setup and use the bolt charge from the Storm's Edge shield to actually cook those wizards in the middle. You can also bake some of the ogres. I think in this final run that I have pictured here, you'll see us just hopping over the wall there and then shooting the ogre and baking the ogre, all three of us. Like, I think we killed him in like 4 or 5 seconds, just a bunch of Limonarchs. So Limonarch is strong. And the reason why the strategy works is because you don't have to go and expose yourself to damage. You just have one person who you're healing, go out there and grab whatever the wizards drop that you need in order to get your kill back going again. You can even change the rotation of the disc, so that way you're just only having to do 1 or 2 deposits. But a lot of times you'll have 3 right next to each other from having killed multiple spawns of the wizards while you're waiting for the Lockset to progress. So you're going to have some stuff on the ground, some knowledge on the ground to pick up and dunk. And so if you do this strat and you maximize your damage, you then switch to Le Monarch like we talked about, and then from there fill with the mountaintop as long as you can get it done twice. We had to go 3 times just because we didn't quite have enough damage just with the Le Monarch, just because of the way that it worked out. We didn't have our supers line up and everything. If you're just really trying to get the encounter done, you shouldn't worry too much about going to a 3rd phase. You don't have to 2-phase, so you can easily get a really big burn on the first, get like 50 to 60% health, then do like another 20% or 30% health with your Le Monarch, and then be safe about it. Clear up all the ads that you can with the Le Monarch using the bold charges, and get out there on the right side from the cubby, really the left side of the room, looking at the boss. Go and dunk your kill again, and then come back and get your win on the 3rd one. So that's the key, is having the speaker side person putting turrets down to protect the person who's doing the running, essentially, and then keeping up rifts and heals while you're in vulnerable positions and tucked in. Swapping to the Le Monarch was a big deal, taking advantage of the bolt charges to do the damage for you and having pretty much infinite ammo, removing the need to have a Cenotaph Warlock or even expose yourself to go out there and get ammo if you don't want to. Even if you run out of special, the Le Monarch is strong enough that it'll carry your damage, so you don't have to worry about sticking your head out. All you got to do is just peek shot, and the Le Monarch will spread its poison and then do the bolt charge. So just make sure your Titans are either chaining the shields one after the other if you have 2 Titans. If you have that one Titan, just make sure that he's up on popping the shield on cooldown. Do whatever you can to help him generate orbs so that he can get his shield back when you're in that little area. So if you want to put on like a siphon that matches the Le Monarch and a siphon that matches whatever your weapon is, so that way when you're killing ads, you're making orbs right at your feet that the Titan can then pick up. And as long as he's using the proper mods to get class ability energy from picking up orbs, that'll help him generate his shield back. And so again, 1 Warlock, 1 Titan, and then 1 other, preferably another Titan, but another Warlock works just fine. Titans, don't forget to use your T-Crash on the closest Shrieker to you. Use it as often as you get it, because you're going to want to make sure that you're taking advantage of the cooldown. You don't really need to save it for any of the Ogres or Knights or anything like that, because again, you're going to be burning those down no problem with the Le Monarch once you do the Le Monarch switch. And then just keep an eye on your positioning. If you're the other 2 people and you're not the runner, try not to get out of position and get yourself killed in a bad spot, because that'll end the run if you have to hop over the wall to help somebody try to get that ad. I even tried to drop a well one time and get over, and I just couldn't because the well didn't land right exactly where I needed it, and the person was just outside of it, and I was standing in the well. And I still got burned down. So you want to make sure that you're not being a liability to your team by constantly getting out into the open from the little cubby area, and you're just going to stay into the little cubby area to get this kill, get this win. So hopefully this guide kind of showing you what I'm doing in the background will help. I'm going to put the full run behind this video so you can kind of see exactly what we did. That way, just in case my explanations weren't exactly registering or you needed just a little bit more of a visual aid, you can see exactly how I ran from the beginning to the end of the one that we actually did, and kind of celebrate the fact that I got through this Lockset. This one I spent pretty much all day on. I killed the boss very quickly after getting this Lockset done, because the boss, in my opinion, is not as hard as the Lockset because of all the ads. But this takes all of the difficulty out of it. The only real difficulty is just executing and making sure that you keep your head, keep yourself safe as a healer. You want to make sure that you're looking out for the runner and anybody else around you. Try to get your heal turrets down as often as possible. I was again running a demo primary to help get my grenade back, so I just had heal turret on top of heal turret. That made it very easy and a lot less stressful when it comes to deaths and when it comes to staying alive. If you have any additional questions or concerns, you can also drop those in the comments, and I'll try to answer them tomorrow morning if I'm up early enough to help you guys. Right now it's my time zone. It's midnight Central Time, but of course I know a lot of people in the EU are still in the middle of the day trying to get this done, so hopefully it helps you guys. Hopefully the servers are good for you guys over there. One of the guys that we had drop out was in the EU, and he was having trouble with his servers. They were just error coding after error coding, so hopefully that's not a problem for you guys going forward. But other than that, again, thanks very much for Lumi, if you're watching this video, if you happen to see it, for joining in and helping us and being a great guy, just helping people through contests. And also call out to Esoteric, because the idea that I got for this cubby and for kind of setting up this started with just watching him do the solo run where he was doing a solo contest with his Titan in one of those cubbies, and it just happened to form into a little bit of a different strategy as a group strategy when we were trying to get a couple people who had never met each other to kind of get on the same page to get this done. So thanks very much for watching the end. Enjoy the full run from here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm gonna need 3.
Yeah, one needs 2.
The one on. If you can grab the one from left and bring it to up first.
I'll give it a shot. We're bringing it to
Pretty
4.
much ready. Yeah, to first, yeah. I don't. Getting close.
Probably didn't get in time.
Rain.
Just we can get 1 real quick on 3, so it doesn't give us a Auger.
Well, the one
I just changed. I just moved it the other way.
Oh, okay, nice.
We're gonna have ogre spawns.
Looks like you got it on
I
brain.
I picked up a high knowledge. Where you want it?
I mean, if you want, you can dump
right.
it.
Dump it on.
I mean, you can dump it in the kill, right? We're almost ready.
I'll just hold on.
If we don't put it in stop now, we're gonna have another brain.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
I got mid right.
So then we have.
This one. How many do you have?
I have 1. Yeah.
Can you dump on third?
Yeah. And you got 2.
Yeah, I got 2.
That's good. It's ready to go. Good job.
You want me?
Oh no, that's on kill. How many do we have? 1.
I have 1 on me.
Put it on the other one.
Put it on the left one.
Yeah,
Put it on the left one.
You need to change it.
Mac, over here.
Oh.
No, that one's on kill still.
Do you want me to? Okay.
I mean, that fixes it, but it just sucks. We gotta swap the area back again.
Okay.
Ah, we're good. It works. Just stay alive.
That was really confusing.
No, I'm the one that said the wizard killed me.
It was good, boys.
Who is this?
What are you guys up to?
Doing Sundered?
Contest? Pretty good, man. I hope you guys beat it.
Yeah, thank
No,
you so
I'm
much.
just, I'm a mod over here. Just regular in the chats, just seeing what's going on. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I just had to
Okay.
interrupt.
Cool.
Hey, good.
Cool. No problem. No problem.
Alright, good luck, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't even hear him join. That was scary.
I know, that's crazy. I just heard, hey, what's up?
Wizard middle, watch out. Oh, I'm low. Thank you.
There's people around. Oh. I'll look at that. Oh, there is. Okay, that's on commune. We'll take it.
Alright, here we go. I'll move it a little more this way.
Roll this out.
Got the rifts. Got a rift.
I'm officially out.
Officially in poverty.
It's not crazy ads on. Yep. There's not a lot of okay, we do
Ogre.
have ogres, so watch out for left and right.
Monarch.
Oh, no.
Watch out.
Alright, let's bake the ogres. Yeah, the monarch is
Yeah,
definitely playing.
that's so ridiculous how much damage those bull strikes do.
Got a rift.
Let's see.
I'm gonna work on this other
Get a
ogre.
kill left. I'm moving to the side. I'm dropping a shield as well.
Just gonna
Wizard,
jump
watch
shot
out.
him.
Yeah, the ogre should be dead here. Okay. I'm gonna go out, grab what I need, and then
Okay. I'm gonna stay back and try to clear. Got a heal for you over there.
thank you. Put it in.
Nice, nice. Gonna cover your
Grab.
wizard.
Oh, your is going straight to kill, right?
Yep. Right there, Lou.
Okay, let me just-
Oh,
Get the turret. Get
Oh
the turret.
my-
Whoa, that was so
Oh.
close.
crazy.
Alright, I got my well back too.
Alright, we're ready. You're ready for damage.
Yep.
Ready for damage.
Yep.
Ah, shot my grenade.
Oh, we have a knight up here.
Yep, working on him. Good call out. Dang.
Okay,
Alright, well,
not bad.
yeah, we finish
can
this.
still do this.
Let's Get rid of all the wizards and shit that's got range on us.
Middle.
Got a knight down there that's baked.
Someone down there? Am I tripping? Are we?
No, we're all here.
Oh. I don't know what I'm seeing.
Alright, it's pretty clear. Do you want to just go out there and start gathering? There's just that
Yeah,
knight.
There's a knight left just now.
I got a hill for you. Just play her on the turret.
Dude.
Got a
Okay, how many
rift
do I
for
need?
us.
2. Oh wait, I have one extra one.
There's one right there to your
Yeah.
left, if you, underneath the knight.
That knight's either 1 HP or dead. I don't.
I think it's dead. I don't see it anymore. Got a heal for you, Lumi, on the way back. I got my well back again.
Oh my, I jumped over them. There's like 15 acolytes everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few wizards on me.
Should still be a heal there.
I got it. Got it all.
Yep. Turret.
Looking at kill.
I'm gonna cover your bees. Nice, good job, guys. Good job. Thank you for the help, sir. We're gonna do this. Just
lock
keep
that
these
in.
wizards clear. Oh, watch out for the ogre. I'm just gonna put this here just in case.
Let me try to beat the ogre before the end.
I don't know if it blocked.
I don't
Double
think it
check.
locked.
Yeah, double check.
Make sure. Yeah, it's still on kill,
Okay.
Okay.
but it might
we
change.
just have to-
I'm just gonna wait though. I'd rather wait and
Yeah, that's fine. Let's be safe. You got another
there's an
barricade?
ogre on left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Let's cook this ogre. Alright, it's reading it
Ogre
now.
has been distanced.
Oh, yep.
There you go.
Let's go. We cheesed the fuck out of this one.
Hell yeah. GG's.
This is definitely how they intended this encounter to go.
We cheesed the fuck out of this one.
Hide in a corner.
There should be a emblem for this.
Fuck. That was a lot simpler than I thought it would actually be.